So far, my experience as a worker has been great and good. Why is that? Because I work with children, and they always come with different experience. They always come with different things that is like I learn from them every day.
It helps me to belong to a group, and it's rewarding to serve the Lord.
The skills I've gained here, the knowledge is not only relevant to the house of God here, it's something else that also translates, and becomes useful outside of the church.
Well, I started serving in church for a very long time since I was a teenager, and I have never had it one day to regret it. And since serving in Jesus' house as well, there's really been no change. I've been able to grow, I've been able to learn more.
I'll say my experience has been quite intriguing because I was very hesitant to join the workforce initially. It took a year and a half before I finally committed. And when I fast forward to 10 years later, that I'm still here, still serving strongly, it is kind of intriguing in my own personal experience.
So my experience as a worker, I would say it's been fun. I can say that now. Looking back, it didn't start fun. It was something difficult. I didn't want to be one, but eventually I got into it. So over time, for the most part, by the grace of God, it's been fun.
It helps you to have family around you. America is a lonely place, and being a worker helps you to belong to a particular set of people.
I have always been a church boy, so honestly what keeps me going is the drive to please God, to serve God, the excitement that there's a blessing waiting for me right in the sanctuary.
For me, I'm always a person who looks for challenges and problems that need solution. And in Jesus' house definitely has a lot of challenges that comes every single day. And just, being able to meet those challenges, figure out a creative solution and implement those solutions and see those solutions actually work has been one of those things that I'd say has been exciting to me.
The fact that I know that I'm fulfilling my purpose in life, because ever since I was young, I always know that I love to be around children, and I always like the company of children.
It's seeing that somebody somewhere there is blessed by just a little thing that I've done, like I've contributed somehow to somebody's life in this God's kingdom. That's what keeps me going every day.
Thinking about taking my time and just praying and meditating on some of the songs and the word that God has given us for the week is for me most profound, and there is no joy other than seeing and leading people into the presence of God at every point in time.
Oh, well, I would say that it's knowing that you're working for your maker. I get, there's this satisfaction that I get knowing that I'm working for God. I'm not doing my own work. I know that I'm also contributing to the work of God and also impacting life and influencing change. So that realization makes me want to do more for Christ, and I derive so much joy doing that as well.
So my most joy in this is to see that at least a life is affected positively. That's the joy. That's the most joy that I get out of this.
That I'm fulfilling a purpose, that I'm doing what I was made to do, and thinking about that, it gives me a joy that I'm doing what I'm called to do in God's house.
And I'll give you a story actually. I remember when I was part of Holy Police years ago, I was just helping one lady that usually would come with 2 kids, and one of her daughter was young, and I'd help carry the daughter upstairs. And about a year ago, the mom and the 2 children came to church. They actually, after relocating to Nigeria for a few years, and the eldest son, for some reason remembered the days that I used to help out in the rain and things of that nature. Even me today, I've forgotten those days. But it's moments like that that makes you, you know, just kind of feel privileged to being able to serve. It's in the area of having to serve with limited resources. And as I mentioned earlier, there's a lot of challenges in the house, and those limited resources tend to get pulled in several ways. And when they get pulled away, the work still has to kind of keep going. And I've been in a situation where I was the sole person on the team to carry the work going. And in those moments, I'd say it's been very rough, but it was in moments like that that I actually grew up. And the reason I say that is that was the moment I knew that I can't really depend on my own strength. I had to depend on a higher power, a divine power.
That's kind of like big, in the sense that being a Christian and keeping up to the life of of Christianity is actually very challenging.
You might not agree with your head of department or what the leaders are doing, but you still have to do it because you're not working in church because of the people that are there. You're there to serve God.
Seeing a lot of opportunities and wanting to put my hands in a lot, I get tempted sometimes to, and that has been my biggest challenge.
So my challenge is it's hard for me to keep away from children's church.
I mean, the experience is something that you cannot really explain, because you get this joy and you feel like you have a covenant right to call God your Father.
You can always be among people and still know who you are. And you have to know there are different aspects to life.
I now see that a little bit of me is making the kingdom of God and making things in life better.
My perspective has changed in multiple areas. The first being, you know, never write anyone off. And the reason why I say that is, assuming the person who was trying to recruit me to join the workforce had written me off, I probably would have wandered back to the world and I wouldn't be here today.
I find myself that every Sunday, I'm a mom. Every Sunday, I'm a mom. Like every other day I might not be, but every Sunday I see myself as a mom.